What's up, everyone? It's Friday. It's time for the This Kingdom Daily Show. So today I'm going to be talking about a brand new Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Also going to be talking about some more Muppets at the Disney parks. And finally I'm going to be talking about The Defenders and Punisher and a few others sharing the magic videos as well. Okay, so let's kick things off first off with a brand new Star Wars Obi-Wan movie, which is apparently in early talks, according to Hollywood Reporter, which is saying that Lucasfilm are kind of now in early negotiations. No word yet on confirmation of when this is going to be coming out. I mean, we're definitely looking into the 20s for this after we've seen Han Solo and the next episodes. There's been talk for quite a while about an Obi Wan Kenobi movie and also a Boba Fett movie, kind of all tying in with this like Han Solo early sort of middle range between the original trilogy and also the prequel trilogy, trying to kind of bridge that gap that we saw with Rogue One. Now, personally, I'd love to see a Ewan McGregor movie. It's going to be interesting how they can do this, because obviously at the end of episode 3 we end up seeing Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan go down to Tatooine, and he stays there just overlooking Luke Skywalker, which then leads on to it. As far as generally as the movie goes, nothing. We just expect him to basically just live in the desert, and we don't know anything happens. However, in the animated TV series, we did actually see that Darth Maul actually ended up going down to Tatooine, and kind of they ended up having a fight and stuff. So that was from the Star Wars Rebels TV show, because obviously they ended up bringing Darth Maul back, because that was pretty cool. So maybe they could do something like that. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, I don't think they can move around too much, but maybe they can do a little bit with Tatooine. I'd love to see Obi-Wan Kenobi as Ewan McGregor. I think that would be a great way of bridging the gap between it. Obviously, he's older now, so when episode 3, when we last saw him, he is 10, 15 years older than he was when he recorded it, so therefore he will look more older and more... That will look a little bit more authentic if some time has passed. Maybe we get to see like a young Luke Skywalker, him just watching from afar. I personally think this is a cool idea. Whether or not they could kind of do, keep going forward with new ideas or going maybe way before episode 1, I think it would be nice for them to kind of bridge that gap for Ewan McGregor and kind of give him one more go, because I think he was definitely one of the highlights for me from the prequels, as much as some people weren't quite so keen on it. I was. Now, one of the cool things about this one here, apparently Stephen Daldry is apparently in early talks, and it's definitely going to be an interesting to see how that one works in terms of just putting this thing together. Obviously, it's very, very early on. Nothing really has been too much confirmed, and it's kind of still sort of in the rumor territory. But if Hollywood Reporter was putting on it, it could be pretty cool. But and Ewan McGregor has gone on record saying he'd love to do more, and he even did some voiceover work for The Force Awakens. So this one could be pretty cool. So definitely worth keeping a track on that one. Okay, jumping on to now some Marvel news. Today sees the brand new Defenders TV series hitting Netflix. 8 episodes bringing together Daredevil, Jessica Jones, you've also got Iron Fist and Luke Cage, bringing them all together to take on the Hand. Great. I mean, I've watched about 3.5 episodes today. I did do a little bit of a binge watch. It was pouring down with rain. I was going to do some gardening, so I got out of that one. So I'm really enjoying this. I've enjoyed all the previous series running up to this. So this is a great series for anyone watching over the weekend. I love the fact as well that they might only be doing the 8 episodes for this particular season. I think one of the problems with the other series is sometimes they go on a little bit too long, trying to go to that 12, 13 episodes, and therefore it got a little bit slow in the middle. I'm hoping this one doesn't do the same. It feels like it's just building up towards it. First episode or 2 was a little bit slower as they kind of flash in between everyone, but that's the great thing about this series. Everyone has already been established. Everyone's already had their own series. Everyone has given us a chance to see it, and the interaction between everyone has been so cool so far that I've seen, and I can't wait to see the rest of the series. It's probably not going to take me long because I am really enjoying it. If you haven't seen the other ones, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue, but you might want to try and do an order. But if you're just going to jump into Defenders, this is again where Marvel has done things right. They're not rushing it. They've taken their time. They've taken many years to build to this point. And that first fight scene where they're all together is fantastic, and I really am, like I said, enjoying it. So I definitely would recommend you going and checking that out if you've got Netflix. Personally, it was the only reason I got Netflix were for these Marvel TV series, and that's, so if they all end up going off to Disney's one, I probably won't be bothering too much with Netflix. But yeah, great stuff. At the same time, obviously Defenders has been hit there. We've also got a new trailer for The Punisher, which is going to be the next series, sort of spinning off Daredevil season 2. Again, this trailer is very much kind of talking about his past and sort of showing him with a sledgehammer, and just sort of, we didn't get to see too much, it's very much that kind of teaser trailerish, so you definitely want to check that one out as well. Again, I really like it, though I did keep just reminding of him with the sledgehammer. I'm just constantly thinking about Triple H, the WWE wrestler, swinging around with his hammer on that one. So that one looks pretty cool. And finally, we've also got some news on the Muppets. Now, earlier this week I did a video about the brand new Grand Avenue that is being built sort of between the old area of Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World and the new Galaxy's Edge Star Wars area, which is going to have, maybe apparently rumoured to have a Muppets show. Well, now it's been officially confirmed that the Muppets Courtyard, which is where you've currently got Muppets 3D and you've got Rizzo the Rat and you've kind of got the fountain. Well, they've now renamed that one. That one there is now being called Grand Park, and it's all going to be part of the Grand Avenue. Now, the idea of this is that it's inspired by the culture and of present-day downtown Los Angeles. Grand Avenue is where the vintage office buildings and warehouses have been converted into exciting new uses. Guests will soon see facades for merchants appearing in the area of a music shop, loft departments, a tailor, and more. And there's also going to be some different things there. There's going to be a brand new sort of pub there called the Baseline Tap House as well. It doesn't mean anything's really happening to the Muppet 3D show. That is staying. They have pretty much confirmed that's not going anywhere. They have given it a new sign for the building to kind of make it fit in with the new theming of that area. And I think the general gist is when you're walking into it and you're going down to Galaxy Edge, it will be its own little area, kind of similar to how Streets of America was, but kind of giving a little bit of theming and allowing you to kind of flow down, and so you know you're definitely not in sort of the Star Wars zone. I think it's a good little way as well of kind of having that area and keeping it pretty modern and contemporary, and they can bring in different things and whatever's in trend they can kind of move around it a little bit. It sounds pretty cool, and there's just, again, it just seems to be moving a few things around and just trying to make the park. I think when everything's open and it's all looking good, it could be interesting to see where this one goes. Okay, so up next, I'm going to jump into some Sharing the Magic, where I sort of show off a couple of videos and give you links below to some great stuff that's come up today that I've seen. First off is Brian Hull. He does loads of the voices of different characters, usually singing different things. He's got an interesting one out there called it's basically alphabet aerobics. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what the original thing was. I think it might be something a bit more American. I'm not familiar with it. So for me, this one wasn't maybe as good as some of his other ones because I'm not too sure of the original one. He does some fantastic Disney voices. It's definitely worth it. I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel. He is a lot of fun. And yeah, he has done some great stuff. So this one, if you watch it and just, I mean, he's going so fast and he's just jumping from character to character to character. And I just wish I could do as good as he could. I mean, I can do maybe one or two of them, but nothing like he can. So that's pretty cool. And there was another video that Travis shared with of a Moana medley, which is done sort of with, they're just a cappella, they're just singing. It's really cool. It's kind of got people from Sing Off and X Factor, now obviously from the US ones, as again UK ones, they're not the different show for me, but I'm just looking here. This was just so good. There was one of the guys, he had such a deep voice. It was like, wow, that sounds great. You also had in there, you've also got Rachel Potter as well. So she's kind of doing the sort of the female song. It sounds so great. I've listened to it about 4 times a day. I ended up getting called into work and I just literally was just humming Moana from this all day long. A great video, so definitely check the link out below. It's over on YouTube, on Yahoo, so you definitely want to check that one out if you're a Moana fan. Really cool. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button to keep up with us. You can also find the audio version as well on like iTunes. I'll be back on Monday with the latest Disney news. I'm going to be moving this just to a 5-day, so give me a couple of days after it during the weekend. So we'll be running Monday to Friday, all the top news of the week. So thank you very much for all the feedback. Thanks for everyone watching this week. Been a great week. Thank you very much. See you guys soon. Laters.